In this class, we will discuss about Board for Financial Supervision. This is a regulatory institution for banks in India. The Board for Financial Supervision, which is known as BFS, was constituted in November 1994. It is to supervise the money market institutions in the country. BFS has been constituted as an autonomous body under the RBI. It was constituted in November 1994. It is constituted to supervise the money market institution in the country. It is an autonomous body under RBI. Financial regulation and supervision are the two important functions of RBI. That is, we know that this one is Board for Financial Supervision. Therefore, financial regulation and supervision are the two important functions of all RBI that we have already seen. Regulation is just stipulating rules in accordance with the laws framed by the government for the effective control over the financial system. There is the Banking Regulation Act to regulate bank. Supervision is different from regulation. Here the RBI goes to the headquarters of the bank to check whether the bank's balance sheet is good. The objective of supervision is to ensure that banks remain healthy and stable. Several norms are there for effective supervision. The supervision requires on-site surveillance of the banks. Since the RBI is a regulator for most of the money market institutions, including banks and non-banking financial institutions, there arose a need for separate entity. Therefore, the RBI has constituted a separate unit for supervision, and it is called Bank for Financial Supervision, BFS. Here, Bank for Financial Supervision was constituted in 1994. It supervises the monetary institution, and it was constituted as an autonomous body under RBI. And we all know that the financial regulation and supervision are the two important functions of RBI. Earlier they were done by the RBI itself. The regulation is rules and regulations, and it is mainly under various regulation act, especially like the Banking Regulation Act, etc. But supervision needs on-site supervision, and as the number of financial institutions increased, there was problem with respect to the supervision, and as a result of that, RBI introduced an autonomous body for the supervision of banks. It is known as Board for Financial Supervision. And the most important function is the financial supervision. That is, the Reserve Bank of India performed this function under the guidance of the Board for Financial Supervision. The board was constituted in November 1994 as a committee of Central Board of Directors of the Reserve Bank of India. And its primary objective is to undertake consolidated supervision of the financial sector, comprising commercial banks, financial institutions, and non-banking financial companies. That is, the major objective of Board for Financial Supervision is the undertake consolidated supervision of financial sector, that comprising of commercial banks, financial institutions, and non-banking finance companies. And its constitution is that the board is constituted by co-opting 4 directors from the central board as a member for a term of 2 years, and is chaired by governor. The deputy governor of Reserve Bank are the ex officio members. One deputy governor, usually the deputy governor in charge of banking regulation and supervision, is nominated as vice chairman of the board, and they meet once in every month. Board of Financial Supervision, through its audit subcommittee, aims at upgrading the quality of statutory audit and internal audit functions in the bank and financial institution. The audit subcommittee includes Deputy Governor as the chairman and 2 directors of the central board. The Board for Financial Supervision oversees the functioning of the Department of Banking Supervision, Department of Non-Banking Supervision, and Financial Institution Division, and gives direction on the regulatory and supervisory issues. This about the functions, objective, constitution, meeting, and the committees of Board for Financial Supervision. Its primary objective is to undertake consolidated supervision of the financial sector, and its major functions can be uh, categorized as follows: restructuring of the system of bank inspection. We know that the primary duty is supervision, therefore the primary function is restructuring the system of bank inspection. Second one, introduction of off-site surveillance. Third one, strengthening the role of statutory auditors. Then fourth one, strengthening the internal defenses of supervised institutions. The audit committee of BFS has reviewed the current system of concurrent audit, norms of empanelments and appointment of statutory auditors, the quality and coverage of statutory audit reports, and important issues of greater transparency and disclosure of the public accounts of the supervisory institutions. Therefore, the major functions include restructuring of the system of bank inspection, introduction of off-site surveillance, strengthening the role of statutory auditors, strengthening of internal defenses of supervised institution. Therefore, this Board for Financial Supervision was introduced in 1994 as a supervisory authority for financial institutions in India by the RBI. It is an autonomous body of RBI. It functions under the guidance and supervision of RBI. This about the functioning of Board for Financial Supervision in India.